welcome back to another episode of my movie review series, episode 472. Now, last week I said that I was going to pick my destination again. Again, I'm paraphrasing and I'm terrible at it. But yeah, Final Destination to to culminate with the release of the new Final Destination movie that is out right now, Final Destination Bloodlines. Hope you saw it. Hope you're gonna see it. But yeah, Final Destination 2, 2003. Yeah. Ali Lauder come back. And you got AJ Cook, Michael Landis, and a few other actors that I want to mention. Yeah, Keegan, Hunter, Gracie, Jonathan Cherry, PC Carls, PC Carson, Kyle from Living Single. Or if you're a gamer, and if you're a God of War fan, then you know him as the voice of Kratos. And then, and of course, Tony Todd. Like great Tony Todd comes back as the mysterious mortician, William Bloodworth. He ain't got a whole bunch of other actors in this movie. But yeah, Final Destination 2. I gotta tell you something, man. This movie, yeah, he really stepped his game up. This movie really upped the ante on the gore fest. I mean, man, I gotta tell you, I just might put this in the Blood and Guts playlist. Cause yeah, this movie really did up the ante on the gore fest. Yeah, things really got nasty in this movie. I tell you. I mean, my man getting sliced up in three places, sliced up in three pieces anyway. Yeah, the cat that the partier, the drug addict. That cat. What's his name? Rory, something like that. Yeah, you know, seeing him get sliced up by those wires. You know, yeah, the girl with the girl smoking. Yeah, airbag punches her in the face, and she gets impaled by the pole that was right through her headrest. Yeah, I tell you. Yeah, the boy that gets smashed by the giant plate glass gets smashed flat. Yeah, looking like a coyote, Wile Coyote. You know? Yeah, I tell you. Yeah, they really upped the ante on the gore and up the ante on the death scenes in this movie. And yeah, that's a good thing too. It's a really good thing. I mean, hell, with a Final Destination movie, yeah, you're going to I mean, what do you expect? You're going to see a lot of nastiness, see a lot of bad news floating around. Yeah, yeah. The most spectacular death scene was the premonition scene itself. Yeah, this movie right here, I think this movie is the favorite of the franchise, and it is because of the premonition scene. I mean, everybody can have a nice little relation. to what is like to drive on the highway, drive on the expressway, drive on the freeway, drive on any way. Everybody have that little bit of fear because you don't know what's going on with the car right next to you, or the car right behind you, or the car in front of you. I mean, hell, who haven't been in a car accident? I mean, car accidents are a common thing. Trust me, I know. 2 years later, I still don't have a car. So yeah, who haven't been in a car accident? Yeah, I tell you, man, seeing what happened in this movie, seeing what happened in the premonition scene. Yeah, I remember watching this movie again. I seen it for the first time in theaters, but when they came out on video and everything like that, I remember watching this movie again in a barber shop. And yeah, I'm sitting in the chair, I'm getting my cut. But somebody had this movie playing, and right behind me, the TV right behind me, and everybody stopped what they was doing when the premonition scene was coming up. Everybody stopped what they was doing. The barber that was taking care of me, he stopped. He was watching me. I turned around. I was watching, and man, I tell you, once that lumber truck came in, and once the chain broke, and the first lumber came down and smashed right through the cop's car. Oh man, the reaction from everybody in that barber shop. Whew. Yeah, the genuine reaction from everybody in that barber shop. And everything that happened right after, my man, he flies off his motorcycle, he runs into one of the lumber, and then the motorcycle crashed right into him. And then, my man, he's tumbling in his car, after he's done tumbling, truck smashed right into him. I mean, damn, everybody getting the reaction. And, this movie, this movie scared the shit out of a whole bunch of people. A whole bunch of people, not many people not want to go on the highway anymore. Okay. I mean, if you've seen the meme, if you're a horror fan, especially, and if you've seen that meme, um, lumber truck and a whole bunch of cars right next to it in the line, and nobody right in front, nobody right behind the lumber truck. The lumber truck got that one lane, and everybody else is all driving in the other lane. You know, yeah. Everybody has seen Final Destination 2. And you know about the lumber truck. You know never to drive behind a lumber truck. I tell you. Yeah, I tell you, you know. Yeah, you do not want to end up like that cop car. So yeah, lumber truck, the harbinger of death in this movie, you know, it's just a huge chain reaction to what could go wrong if you're driving on the highway, if you're riding on the highway. But yeah, I tell you, yeah, this movie though, yeah, like I said, this movie scared the piss out of everybody. Okay, yeah, this is definitely the best one in the entire series. Some people might say the fifth one is the best one too. Only thing I gotta tell you about the fifth one is the end of it. Tie in to the first movie. But hey, this movie is also a tie in to the first movie. I mean, the scene where everybody was telling their story on how they all cheated death. You know, it all tied in to the characters in the first movie. So yeah, I tell you, man, you know, the way this movie, yeah, very, very, very well written. That's for damn sure. Very well written, you know. You got yeah, a lot of shit that went down. Crazy shit. I mean, yeah, Nora getting her head caught in the elevator door, and the elevator is still going up, you know. Eventually, yeah, poor lady, she already grieving because she lost her son with the crushed like a pancake, crushed like Wile E. Coyote. She already lost her son. This movie is made by New Line Cinema, which is a division from Warner Brothers, and we all know about Warner Brothers and their uh, their connection to Looney Tunes. So yeah, seeing that boy get crushed like Wile E. Coyote, you know, that's a hell of a tie-in right there. Hell, Lethal Weapon 2, my man got crushed like Wile E. Coyote. So yeah, Coyote man, I tell you, you know, seeing him die every single Roadrunner Roadrunner episode, yeah, you get to see other characters from other movies die in a way that Wile E. Coyote would, get well, he didn't exactly die, he'll get severely injured, Eventually he's gonna have to sue the Acme company. Oh, wait a minute. He did, but Warner Brothers never really released that movie. But hey, that's another whole other story for a whole other time that I will not talk about. Uh, just did reference. But yeah, anyway, yeah, you know, seeing certain death scenes, there are references to Roadrunner and Coyote. Hmm, how crazy is that? Warner Brothers, man. WB. Yeah. Yeah. Great stuff to come out this movie, though. I tell you, great stuff to come out this movie. And the great death scenes come out this movie. Premonition scene, most definitely. You know, you know, and yeah, seeing Tony Todd show up in this movie as the mysterious coroner, the mysterious mortician. Seeing him show up and he telling Kimberly and Clear and the cop, um, what's his name, and the police officer, telling them that trying to get my Tony Todd voice in here. I don't got my water with me, so yeah, redo it. Yeah, yeah. All praise to Tony Todd, man. Rest in peace, brother. But yeah, that voice, man, that voice 100% will be memorable. Especially if you're playing Spider-Man 2 on your PS4 or PS5, you know. Seeing him as Venom or hearing him as Venom, you know. Great stuff, Forever he'll be Candyman though. Believe in me. Mm. Of course, in the last time he played Candyman. Yeah, Tony Todd, all praise to him. You know, rest in peace, brother. Yeah, seeing him as the coroner, the mysterious coroner, you know, yeah, what is the deal with that guy? Every movie, almost every Final Destination movie, you know, we heard him in the third movie. We didn't see him in the fourth, but he came back in the fifth and this last one. So yeah, you do a 20 time impression, you got to go all the way, right? So yeah, yeah, this movie, yeah, it's a favorite. It's a favorite for horror fans. It's damn sure a favorite for me. like I said, I'm not too fond of the fifth movie, but yeah, the fifth movie, he had some really good death scenes in it too. But you know, like I said, it is what it is. Only thing that saved it was the very end. Final Destination Five actually was Final Destination Zero because of the end of the movie. But yeah, nothing more I can really say about it. The premonition scene scared the piss out of everybody. It captured a lot of people's attention. Seeing my man get his eye impaled by the fire escape ladder. You know, yeah, boy, is lottery winner. Got a nice little gold diamond encrusted watch and everything. But hell, sucks at cooking. You know, yeah, his apartment got cooked, but yeah, he got out. He got lucky, but damn it, that cold ass spaghetti that he tossed out the window. He slipped on that. Fire escape come down, stopped. You know, he breathed a sigh of relief, but then it comes right back down, right to the eye. Damn. Hmm. And then yeah, Natalie Lauder shows up in this movie. She shows back up. Clear Rivers and Clear gets fried in this movie. Yeah. Here you with spoilers, but yeah, who cares? People seen this movie. You have not seen this movie. Why the fuck you watch this review? So yeah, this is uh this is for the fans out there, the real fans out there. FD2, baby. Straight up, 5 out of 5. Yeah, nothing more I can say about this movie. That's my review, Jack, and I'm sticking to it. Now, next week, man, next week is going to be another top five. By the time I get one in this, get one in for this season, another top five, and yeah, it's baseball season, so we're going to hit this one out the park next week. Check out Mother right here. Subscribe to me right here. But in the meantime, in between time, Jack, only new life can defeat death, and this show is off. And one more thing before I leave. Yeah, not only rest in peace to Tony Todd, but me doing wrestling references all throughout this movie review series. I want to say rest in peace to the suicidal, homicidal, genocidal, death-defying Sabu. Rest in peace, man. Passed away recently. Yeah, that dude. Yeah, one hell of a daredevil. Real ECW legend. But yeah, anyway, yeah, rest in peace to Sabu, rest in peace to Tony Todd, and this show is